Okay, so welcome everybody to Instagiv's competition and free prize draw webinar. So to begin, we will just go through our mission then. So to enable charities to maximise the potential of mobile fundraising and donor engagement using mobile and digital technologies. So while we are an SMS donation provider, we also have the fundraising element in our packages and in our services as well. So what I mean by that is we will provide you with the opportunity to be able to communicate with and engage with your supporter base via SMS. So you can do that through outbound SMS or inbound SMS, and we do have registration campaigns, which are campaigns without a donation attached, which allows you to maintain communication with those who support your charity without them having to make a donation whenever they engage with you via text. So some milestones then. So we have had over 500 charities use our services. We have ran over 5,000 campaigns and it's continually growing every day. We have sent over 100 million messages and over £10.5 million raised for our charity clients. So some of our clients then, this is only some of them, not all. We work with charities regardless of their size, so never think that your charity is too small or too big to use Instagiv services, because we do provide one-on-one consultations to discuss your requirements with you to see how and what our products are best to suit what you need to do for your upcoming campaigns. So some key facts then. On average, 98% of SMSs are opened versus an average of 20% on email. So with text, obviously there are no spam boxes or junk boxes that text can go into. And when someone receives a text to their phone, they're more likely to open, read and digest the contents of a text more so than an email, because it is that little bit more personal. It takes on average 60 minutes for someone to respond to an email versus an average response time on text, which is 60 seconds. Most of the time when someone's phone bleeps, they tend to take a look at it instantly, nearly, unless they are tied up doing something else. So SMS is definitely winning over email at the minute. 96% of adults go online via a mobile device. We recently in-house here conducted a survey to a list of recipients. One of the questions on that survey was asking people if they owned or had access to a mobile phone, and 100% of respondents did say that they all owned a mobile phone, which opens an umbrella of opportunities for charities in terms of text donations. 70% and rising of UK web traffic comes through a mobile device. So our competitions and free prize draw products and services then. So obviously this is done through text as well. I'm sure you have all seen text, enter to 12345 to enter our free prize draw or our competition. So you can call it either or, a free prize draw or a competition, okay? We have two methods of entry. One is which is the free route of entry. So that is basically your supporters or your entrants texting a keyword to a short code. So text enter to 84902 to enter our competition to win A, B and C. That's all it is. And that's what we would call the free prize draw. There is nothing else required to enter, just basically texting to enter. That's it, texting a keyword to a short code. The second method is the element of skill. So that is where a supporter can enter the competition by answering a question with either A, B or C after the keyword. So for example, it does what it says in the tin basically. It's where skill is required and they have to answer a question. So, what is the capital of Ireland? A, Dublin, B, Paris, C, Berlin, something along those lines, okay? Then they would text keyword A to enter the competition then, and all successfully correct answers will be put in an inbound report to allow our system to randomly pick a winner, and all unsuccessful answers would be put into a separate inbound report, okay? With both instances, the supporter is given the option to cancel a voluntary donation which would be attached to the campaign within a scheduled time frame. So the way it works is, and this is across the board with both of the options, the free rate of entry and the element of skill. If someone was to text to enter, they would get a bounce back message that you can fully customise at your charity to say something along the lines of, thank you very much for your entry, good luck in the draw. If you would like to cancel your voluntary donation or your optional donation of £5 or £3 or whatever you set the amount to, please reply cancel within 1 hour. Okay, so you can add the voluntary donation option to the free prize draw or competition campaign if you want. If you don't want to, if you don't want them to give a donation, if you just want them to enter your draw or your competition, that's fine. You do not have to enable this functionality. However, if you do, that is the way that it would work. So text enter to 84902. The entrant would get a bounce back then to say, thank you for your entry, good luck in the draw. If you'd like to cancel your £3 donation, please reply cancel within 1 hour. Now you can set the time frame whatever you want to. If you want to set it longer than an hour or shorter than an hour, that's fine, that's no problem. Those who text cancel within the hour will get another bounce back to say, you have successfully opted out of your voluntary £3 donation, all the best in the draw. Those who do not reply cancel and they want to give their donation then, they would get a bounce back after the hour is up, and when their donation is then taken, they would just get another bounce back that basically says thank you very much for your £3 donation, good luck on the draw. It's the same idea, you can customise those messages as well. So the donation is obviously optional, it's voluntary, they don't have to do it, and if they don't want to, they just have to reply cancel to opt out of giving the donation really. So for an example, one of our key clients, Cash for Kids, they use our competition feature across all of their radio stations, and we have recently helped them raise just shy of £100,000 for their recent Supervan competition on Downtown Radio. So they use it all the time on the radio stations and they have great success with it. The dropout rate is very low, and we can give you stats on that upon request. Competitions then, basically some facts. So their text to enter, commercial short codes are used. It will always be an 84 code. So normally the one we use is 84902 because you can't have a text competition or text prize draw on a 70 short code. 70 short codes are used for charity engagement and donations only. You cannot use them to incentivize a donation. You cannot use them if you're giving away a prize or something of value, okay? If the donation is given, the charge message is sent from a 70 code. So if someone does not reply cancel and they want to opt in to give their donation, that's fine. Their thank you message will come from a 70 charity code because effectively that is a donation. We like to keep the entering the competition entirely separate from the donation. Okay, and that's why when someone texts to enter the competition, a donation is not taken then. The donation is entirely separate and it comes after their entry is received. And whether they donate or not, they will always still be entered into the competition or the prize draw and will always still be within the chance of winning the prize. Okay, so they're entirely separate. To text to enter is texting a keyword to an 8 code. That's them automatically in the draw. Then after that is their option to opt out of a donation should they want to, okay? There's also an online widget available that we can give to you upon request. And what that is, it's a very, very basic landing page that was built by our developers where you can enter someone's mobile number and that will automatically enter them into the draw or the competition. And their mobile number will appear on the inbound report that randomly picks the winner at the end. So this is put in place because we support UK registered mobile numbers only, which is Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So other areas like the Channel Islands, the Isle of Man, places like that cannot unfortunately text the commercial or the 70 short codes because they use different networks than us. Okay, so you can still enter them through the widget and that is entirely free. Because it costs nothing to enter via the widget. However, if they wanted to text to enter, it would cost them their standard network rate. So that can be anything from free with some networks to 70 and commercial short codes, or it can be as much as 10p. Okay, If your supporters wanted to avoid that, or you wanted to give them a method that costs them absolutely nothing, that is fine. You can give them the option of the widget, okay? Whenever you're adding the donation element to your competition prize draw campaign, you can choose one of our price points, okay? So they range from £1 to £5 and then £10, and we can also provide a £20 price point as well. Okay, you get full campaign editing, so all the bounce back response messages that your entrants will receive, you can fully customize and personalize those. So you can put URLs in there to gift aid pages or landing pages, links to your website, anything that you want to, you get full ownership of that. Same with the personalized response messages. Gift aid capture, we have our own gift aid capture tools. It's a URL, which is a landing page built by our developers alongside the HMRC requirements. Your supporters would then complete that form, submit. Once they submit, their details are recorded and stored on your Instagiv account. We gather everything that HMRC require to make a claim. So then later on, you would go in and download that information and send it off to gain your gift aid money. We also have a consent feature where you can gather opt-ins from your entrants, okay? And we have inbound reporting with full data ownership. So the inbound reporting will show you a list of absolutely every single mobile number that is entered and also every mobile number that has made a donation, okay? So the SMS journey as an example, so here you would text the keyword to a short code, so we're texting enter to 84902. You get a bounce back message acknowledging your entry and asking you or letting you know more so if you want to opt out of giving £5 that you must cancel within 1 hour or the scheduled time frame that you choose. If they choose to give the donation, so they do not reply cancel within the scheduled time frame, they would then get thank you for your donation and good luck. And if they did not give their donation, if they did reply cancel within 1 hour, then they would still get a good luck message, you know, because they're still entered into the draw. An example, so text win to 84902, you get a free message. Thank you, we have received your entry into the competition. If you reply cancel within 1 hour, you're opting out of your donation, a little sad face. If they do not reply cancel within 1 hour, they then get another message, thank you, we have received your £5 donation, good luck in the draw. So that is an example of the SMS journey. These are just examples of the platform now to follow. So this is an example of your campaign setup. So the campaign type is a competition. Title, you can give it whatever title you want to. This is not public facing. This is for the benefit of your Instagiv platform only. The keyword is Santa and the short code is 84902. So they would text Santa to 84902 to enter this draw or competition, okay? You can fully personalize the bounce back message that we can see here. So thank you for entering our competition. You can call it a competition or a free prize draw, whatever route that you decide to go down. If you reply cancel within 1 hour, you will opt out of your £5 donation. Good luck. This is your competition configuration page. So this is where you can choose the max allowed entries. We have that in place because obviously the donation element is entirely voluntary. So you don't want people to text multiple times and not give their donation, because then they're up against X amount of entries to someone who has maybe just entered once, but they have gave their donation, okay? So you want to make it fair. Number of winners, you can have as many as you want to. We would probably encourage that even if there's only one prize, you maybe have 2 winners selected, only because sometimes you can't get hold of the person who has won, so at least you have a backup there. Start date and time, end date and time. So if you have your start date and time the 22nd of October 2019, say that is, at 2:45 in the afternoon, and someone tries to enter that day at 2:50, our system will recognise that the draw has not opened yet, therefore we cannot accept entries yet, and they will get a general bounce back just saying this competition has not yet opened, it will open at then the date and time. And the same applies to the end date. So if someone tries to enter once the end date and time has passed, they will get a bounce back to say this competition or free prize draw has now ended. Okay. If you choose to go down the answers route, so text and keyword plus A, B, or C to answer a question, you can configure that here also. So all that is selecting which one is the answer. Is it A, is it B, or is it C? This is where you add the bounce back message for a donation. Okay, so if you have got a donation, add it to your campaign in here. This will show you how you can edit the thank you message. So you can choose the price point, you can choose the delay. Here the delay is 1 hour. The price point is £5. You can choose whatever you want to, okay? And this is where you edit the thank you message. That is sent if people do not reply cancel within 1 hour. So that brings us to the end of the competition and free prize draw webinar. In a nutshell, we have just provided you with the details around our competitions and free prize draws. They're completely separate from a raffle, so please don't get mixed up. You can see how you can edit your campaign, customize the various different thank you messages, and also what we're going to just quickly show you now. If we just pause our screen and bring up an example of the inbound reporting then, just to show you what that looks like for whenever your competition goes live, and then you later on want to log in, have a look and see the success of your campaign. How many entries have you received? How many people have donated against how many people have entered, and things like that there. So you can see all of that information, and we will just get our Instagiv test account up for you now to show you at a user's point of view what way it would work. So as we can see here, this is the competition inbound report from a test campaign. Total number of entries, 12, unique entries, 8, answers, correct answers, incorrect, no answer. So obviously this test was one that did not have an answer. It was just basically texting a keyword to a short code. There does not need to be A, B, or C in there. So this will show you the total number of entries, okay? These two numbers are different because unique entries is individual mobile numbers. So obviously there's been some mobile numbers that I've entered more than once here for total to be different from unique, okay? Inbound SMS then. This is your inbound report, so you can see how long your campaign's been active for, total SMSs, unique mobiles, amount raised, amount failed, amount pending. So this will show you the amount of money that your campaign has raised. So it will show you, give you an idea of how many people gave their donation, okay? You can expand the toggle columns if you want to see the full message. You can see the full message. As you can see, it works in lower and uppercase. And the yes and no in here were just opt-in or opt-out preferences. So if you had on your advertising material, text Santa yes to enter our free prize draw and opt in to hear from us. Santa no is to text to enter the free prize draw and opt out. Okay, so that's all based around our consent feature, which we have full details on if you need more information on that. And you can download this at any time, okay? So you can see all of this various different information, the amount raised, amount of mobile numbers, different things like that there. Response SMS, all this shows you is the messages that your entrants or your supporters received after entering the competition or after giving a donation. So it would be arranged between thank you for your entry or thank you for your competition, okay? And if you do have consent enabled on your competition or free prize draw, if you went to opt-in/outs, this would show you a list of your opt-in or opt-out mobile numbers. So that is your inbound reporting. You have got full details here on everything. And whenever the time comes that your competition has ended, there will be a little bubble at the top of the screen to say who the winner is. So if your competition is set to end on the 16th of March at 6 p.m, at 6 p.m, then our system will randomly generate a mobile number, and that is who the winner is. Okay. So thank you everybody for coming to our webinar. What we will do is we will follow up with all of our engagements with this recording and our slides. So if anyone has any questions, if you just send them to help@instagiv.com. Thank you.